Benvenuto, welcome to Cherry Hill Home Cooking. My name is Mark. Today we're going to make an apple cinnamon roll bake. I came across this recipe on YouTube. Of course, it was I noticed it as a short, and then I started to investigate more, and there were a lot of different recipes on there, all basically the same recipe. It's 2 ingredients. It's apple pie filling, and it's the Pillsbury, I opened both packages because I wanted to get this done quick because, I'll tell you that in a minute. But anyway, Wade's going to put a picture in its place as to where I usually show you the recipes. Anyway, it's the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, the kind that you come in the can, you peel off the thing, you pop it, and then you take it out, right? So those, all right. Now, these are the Grands ones, I believe they're called. So they're the big ones. There's 5 in one package or one roll of the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. Now, if you want to cut this recipe in half, just cut it in half. Use 1 can of apple pie filling and 1 can of the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. We're going to do 2. I intended to do 1, but we've had all kinds of problems putting this one together. So I put everything in the bowl here because I'm going to try to toss it. Now, in a couple of the recipes I saw, it just put the rolls on the bottom and then the apples on top. And then I seen a couple that mixes them together. And to me, mixing it together makes a little bit more sense because you're going to get it all coated and you're not going to end up with all the the rolls themselves, the cinnamon rolls, on the bottom of the pan. So anyway, we're going to try it this way. All right. So I've got, there's 9 of them in this bowl. We got our 10th here, and we're just going to cut them into quarters. See, that's what I was afraid of, is as if it warms up, it's going to fall apart when I toss it. But anyway. And also, the little icing frosting that comes in each one of the cans, we want to put that aside. We're going to use that in a minute. So, all right, let's attempt to give this a mix. See how it works. Oops, we need 1 more can of apples. And I'm sure I'm going to be sorry I didn't use a bigger bowl. But I don't think it has to be, it doesn't have to be mixed perfectly or 100% evenly distributed. Although those of you that know us know it drives me crazy when it's not. So I'm going to be crazy this whole recipe. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought. All right. That's not too bad. Just kind of like fold it in. Oh, okay. So I do think that this is the more efficient way to make sure that your apples and everything does get coated in there, opposed to having the rolls on the bottom, and then I was afraid they would burn. So, but anyway, this sounds delicious. As you guys know, we've been eating a little bit, we've been dieting a bit. This is going to be a big treat because we haven't had anything sweet really, or haven't baked or even made a dessert in months. And what we don't eat, Wade will bring into work. All right, so like I said, I don't think you have to really worry about getting it mixed perfectly. So I've got a 9 by 13 inch pan here. We've got our, that I've lightly sprayed with some Pan Perfect cooking spray. So I guess if you count that as an ingredient, it's 3, but let's say it's 2 ingredients, all right? So then we just want to, I'm going to stick with my idea that following someone's idea of tossing it like that is good. I have seen other recipes that you just, like I said, you put all the cinnamon rolls, the cut cinnamon rolls, on the bottom of the pan and then just put the apples over it. I've got our oven set at 350. Preheated, I should say. It's all heated for us. as I started to say, the reason I kind of wanted to do this recipe because I think this is a great recipe, especially the holidays are coming up. We got Thanksgiving just a couple of weeks from now, of course, depending upon when you watch the video. You got Christmas and so on. So if you're, entertaining guests or having people over for breakfast or people spending the night, I think this would make a perfect addition to a cup of coffee in the morning. You could serve it as a kind of a mock in some way, apple pie with serve it heated with some ice cream or Cool Whip. I think that would be delicious. So I'm just evening it out. Because believe it or not, guys, that's all there is to this recipe. All right, let's bring it over to the oven. So we've got our rack in the middle. We've got a 350 degree preheated oven. I'll put the light on because Wade likes the light on in my dirty oven. All right, and we're going to let that bake 45 to 50 minutes. Also, you want to, I'm going to, at 45 minutes, I'll come back, I'll take a look at it, see if the pastry's done, and if not, we'll let it go another 5 minutes. But I'm going to set a timer for 50 minutes. Okay, set a timer for 50 minutes.
Okay, 15 minutes.
No, that's the second video in a row that the oven, the Google hasn't listened to me, honey. What's going on?
I don't know.
You
sound like 15.
I didn't say. Did I say?
15
Are you guys out there?
the
Did I say 15 or 50? I'm just going to look at the clock. That'll make that so much easier. Okay, cancel timer.
All right, the timer is canceled.
Good. Okay, set a timer for 50 minutes. You do it.
Got it. 50 minutes. And
All
that's starting now.
It's got it. Now, you might think, well, it's taken you 2 minutes to fool around with this and get this right. But actually, usually when I'm baking something, I will add a couple extra minutes to my timer because you got to remember, we opened up the door, and in opening up the door, we brought the oven temperature down probably 20, 30 degrees. Then we close it, it's going to reheat back up again. So I don't know if that just makes sense in my head. I don't know if there's any scientific proof behind it. But anyway, all right, we'll see you in 50 minutes. Okay, I've let our apple cinnamon roll bake for 50 minutes. Let's kind of take it out, give it a quick look. It looks done to me. It's nicely browned, maybe a little tiny bit over browned. But I'm, like I said, not 100% sure. I just wanted to make sure our biscuits cooked all the way through. Again, I don't think the toothpick test will really do much on this type of dough, but it seems to be going in with a little resistance and it's coming out clean. So I'm going to say that's done. We'll know when we go to eat it, right? All right, so I think you should probably let it cool down a little bit for a good 10 minutes before we put the icing that comes in the cinnamon bun package. If we put it on right now, it's going to just all melt into it. So we'll be back in 10 minutes and we'll put some icing on it. That looks delicious.
It does.
It's funny, the only other time we ever use these cinnamon, the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls is on Christmas morning. For how many years? Many, many years. We always have that.
Yeah, right.
Right before we open the gifts. And then we have a nice big breakfast after that too. But anyway, so so we got our icing that came with the, of course, with the cinnamon rolls. I just threw them in the microwave for about 20 minutes, and I'm just going to take it and drizzle it on like that. You guys do it however you like. And I think that's the easiest way. So we've let it cool for about 10 minutes. And I'll probably let it cool a little bit more before we sit down. I'll make myself a coffee. I went to the supermarket earlier. I went to Walmart actually. this morning because I needed, what did I need? I can't, a bird seed. Oh no, I didn't get bird seed for myself, but that's all right. Where did I really go? Oh, to get the window wash stuff. I wanted to wash some windows down, so I went to Walmart. But anyway, I don't know why I started to tell you that. Oh.
I don't either.
I'm having a senior moment. I can't remember why. What was I saying right before that? Anyway, I'll think about it. I'll tell you when we sit down and have a piece. All right. So, of course, we're not going to waste that other one. We're going to do that. And no sense you watching me do that. So, like I started to say, I know what I was going to say. I said, and I'm going to make a cup of coffee. But Wade doesn't really, he's not a big coffee drinker. And Wade loves eggnog. I like eggnog too, but I like a little bit of whiskey. He does too, but he loves eggnog. So, but for some reason, I'm not the hugest eggnog fan all by itself. And plus, lots of calorie in it. So anyway, I got a half a gallon of eggnog. So he'll probably have some eggnog. So anyway, with that being said, see you when we sit down and have a little taste of this.
That looks so good.
Doesn't it? All right, well, we're back, not for supper or dinner, but for dessert. That looks delicious.
It does look
smells
good.
delicious. If it tastes half as good as it looks.
How can you go wrong with apple filling
and
in?
cinnamon. Cinnamon buns.
That is so good.
That's awesome.
That's delicious.
Oh, yeah, this would be good as a dessert. Or, like I said, if you could put a little vanilla ice cream right before we sat down, I said, I bet it would be good with some of the eggnog drizzle. Yeah. This is delicious. This would be a great, for like I said, if you're having people staying overnight over the holidays, good continental breakfast.
I'll eat that whole thing in one sitting. That is so good.
That's delicious. I'm happy we made it. I mean, who would think? Anyway, that's all I have to say. Hope you enjoyed watching us make this, and I hope you make it yourself.
Yes. Absolutely try this. Very easy to do. 2 ingredients.
True.
Yep. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on our next video.
Ciao.
Bye.